Hi there, thanks very much for joining me. I'm Alister McDonald, and today I wanted to address the topic known as time management, or commonly known as time management. The question I have for people that I work with that talk about time management is, what do they mean when they're talking about time management? And the reason why I ask that question is that many people nominate time management as one of the biggest issues in their life and in their business. Often it's the biggest issue. And my first suggestion when this topic comes up is that part of the issue is that we call it time management. What do I mean? What I mean is that there is a time of the universe. So scientists, physicists will talk about time as a universal thing. They talk about space and time as a dimensional thing. As humans, we then have this whole construct around time, which involves a calendar and a clock and other things. And that's where we break up every year into months and days and hours and minutes and seconds and so on. And if we're running a race, it goes down to thousandths of a second. So time serves a purpose of measurement. How do we manage something that is outside of us, that is a construct? Yes, we can measure it. However, we can't necessarily manage it. What we can manage is where we spend our time, where we invest our time. Like money, it's something that we can spend or we can invest. And like money, if we're spending it, we're not looking for a return. If we're investing it, we're looking for a return. And so really, rather than talking about time management, I recommend talking about managing priorities. And being very clear on what's important to us in every day, in every week, in every month, and so on. For me, there's a really simple way of managing what we do with our time, which to me is the best way to look at this. And that is to look at 1 week. When we're looking at strategy and goals and vision, we're going to look beyond a week, of course, because our horizon is much longer than a week. However, when it comes down to our cycle, our habits, our rituals, I feel like a week is a really good time frame. And so a week has 168 hours. And you know what? It has 168 hours no matter what part of the planet you're on and no matter who you are. So everybody has a choice what to do with their 168 hours. And that's what I recommend, that you look at that block of time and you break that down so you're prioritizing what is important to you. I advocate looking at our own health and well-being first. Now, we're going to sleep. That's not something we really choose. We're going to sleep. So I suggest look at that first. You've got your 168 hours. How many of those hours per week do you want to sleep? And fine, you can calculate it daily, you can break it down daily, that's okay, but look at the weekly total. After sleep, we've got elements of exercise, conditioning, nutrition, preparing to eat and what we eat and how we eat. And then after that, there's other things that might contribute to well-being, like counselling or meditation or yoga or whatever it is we're going to do, gym, etc. So I would factor all of that in before I start to look at anything else. After that, it's up to you. You decide whether you're going to focus on work 3, 4, 5 days a week, 6 days a week, then pleasure, or whether you're going to start with pleasure, family, friends, then work. Entirely up to you, because where you dedicate yourself and where you invest is where you're going to get the results. So rather than time management, let's look at our schedule. Let's look at managing our schedule. Let's look at it, prioritizing what we do. Let's look at prioritizing into our life what it is that's important to us so we can get results in that area. Now, like anything else I talk about, sometimes I may confuse, I may not be clear enough. So please get in touch. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you not manage your time better, just invest your time better. Thanks very much for listening.